welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 2018 bookshelf tour. Now, this one's going to be going up soon, and, well, it's probably already up, and by then I may have a lot more books on my shelves, because I got rid of a few of them, so let's just get started. I can't make up my mind which way to organize my shelves, so I just went with hardback, paperback, mass market paperback. So this is my shelf right here. Oops. There's that one too. I have about, I think, 100 plus books on my shelf, so yeah, let's just get this started. Oh, sorry, Ruby. Ruby, fine, cat. Ruby. Okay, anyway, here's my first shelf. It's not organized by genre, but I had to put the Nancy Drew books in, I had to put my Nancy Drew books together. I don't have all the books, because I think there's like 50, so let's just zoom in here. Okay, can't see it well. Oh well. So the first book I have here is The Secret of the Old Clock. Next is Hidden Staircase. It's hard. How do people do this? Then I have The Bungalow Mystery. Let's zoom out. There we go. The Bungalow Mystery. Mystery at Lilac Inn. The Secret of Shadow Ranch. The Clue in the Diary. The Sign of the Twisted Candles. Password to Larkspur Lane. I have The Clue of the Broken Locket. The Message in Hollow Oak. Why didn't I do this before? The Haunted Bridge. Nancy Drew and the Clue in the Jewel Box. Mystery at the Ski Jump. And finally, Phantom of Pine Hill. So let me just shove these guys back over here. It's hard to do it. Okay, just get it. There we go. Next up is right here, and I have All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Katsolis. I have Code and Exposure by Kathy Reichs and Brendan Reichs. Oh shoot, this thing's wobbling. Then I have You by Carolyn Kepnes. Vampire Academy, Book 1. Brazen by Catherine Longshore. Allegiant, the Collector's Edition by Veronica Roth. Though I don't know why I didn't put the second and third book there. Then I have The Sea of Monsters. So it's The Sea of Monsters, The Hidden Oracle, and The Trials of Apollo, all by Rick Riordan. It's really hard to put these things in without making this thing wobbly, because if I make this wobbly, it may fall. Okay, next up, I have Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And then next up, I have The Valiant by Leslie Livingston. The Siren by Kiera Cass. And finally, you can get this here, I have Circle of Stones. Now moving down to my next shelf, which is also in hardback. Some of this stuff is like way too big to pull out, so I'm not going to pull them out. So For starters, I'm going to get rid of this these Uno cards and this 2017 thing. I am not a graduate of 2017. That was just a mistake. Okay, so the first book I have here is The City of Glass by Cassandra Clare in the new edition. I'm trying to find all of them in the old edition, though. Then I have The Cursed Queen by Sarah Fine. Second book in The Imposter Queen. It's a companion novel to Imposter Queen. Next up I have Kiss of Life, a Generation Dead novel by Danielle Waters. I have not read this series yet. Next, I have Lucid by Adrian Stoltz and Ron Bass. This Wicked Game. Seizure by Kathy Reichs. Move these over again. Whoa, whoa. And then I have Book 1, The Isle of the Lost, and Book 2, Return to the Isle of the Lost, both by Melissa de la Cruz. Alright, the next up I have Sever by Lauren DeStefano, and this is the third book in the Chemical Garden trilogy, which I need to find the first two so I can marathon it. Next, I have Insurgent by Veronica Roth. I lost the book jacket, so this is the hardcover without the jacket. Then I have A Court of Mist and Fury, the second book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. Next, I am not going to pull these two out, but I have Homer, the Iliad and the Odyssey, both by Homer, and I have Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems by Edgar Allan Poe. Now moving over, we're almost done with this shelf. I have Likely Story by David Van Etten. Then I have Hourglass, Stargazer, and Afterlife, all by Claudia Gray. I have the first book in paperback, so I'm trying to find the first book in hardcover. Then I have Consume by David Cronenberg. And the little book over here is Everlasting, which is the last book in the Evermore series. Well, the Immortal series. Now, skipping that one. Moving down here, I have the other books, and yeah, so we have Shadowland, Dark Flame, and Night Star by Alison Noel, which is also part of the Immortals, the Immortal series. If I can get these books back in here. Alright, now moving on to another series, and that includes Awakened, Burned, Tempted, and Hunted by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. This is these are part of the House of Night series. I have majority of the books. I just need the last couple books that are needed. So yeah. Now I have, well, the book jacket's also missing. It's The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. I don't know why I didn't put the books up there together. Gosh. Okay, so then we have Breaking Dawn and Twilight, both by Stephenie Meyer. This is the first and last book in the Twilight Saga series, which I have the whole entire series. Now over here, we have a couple more to go. I have Fallen by Lauren Kate. I am going to get the second and third book of the series so I can just marathon it. Then I have my first Stephen King novel, which is The Dark Half. Then I have The Archived by Victoria Schwab. Dang, this is hard to pull out. I also have Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lanny Taylor. I'm just going to pull that down. I also have Across the Universe, Across the Universe by Beth Revis, Strange Angels by Lily St. Crow, and Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Now, the reason why it's a little hard for me to put the books in is because a couple of them have bookmarks, which I am currently reading, so it's going to be a struggle trying to take them out and put them back in. Alright, now we have The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, which is the first book. And I think I have the movie edition. Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't want to end up accidentally doing this. Okay, then I have Awake by Natasha Preston. And seeing that this is going to take a while. I have Blood Will Tell by April Henry. This is the second book in a mystery series. And I also have... Let me move these over. I have Cinder and Scarlet, both by Marissa Meyer. And finally, I have The Hollow by Jessica Verde. Now, this is the hard part again. I hate doing this so much. Oh, that one went in easier. Now, we're down to the bottom one right here. We have a bottom one. So, first book I have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Oops, finger in the way. Serena by Ron Rash. Bared to You by Sylvia Day. First book in the Crossfire series. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. Oh, I'm gonna give me a cat. I have The Mark of Athena. No, not The Mark of Athena. Whoa, my mistake, people, my mistake. That's The Marked Girl by Lindsay Klingele. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. And I have the first book, which is The Imposter Queen, which is by Sarah Fine. Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink. Virals by Kathy Reichs. Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. Then I have The Host by Stephanie Meyer, also. And finally, on this part of the shelf, I have Avalon by Mindy Arnott. And if the camera looks tilted a little bit, it's because I'm using this little camera tripod that I got for Christmas. Now moving over. Over here. Perfect. I have Angel Fall by Susan E. Sisters of Prophecy Volume 1, which includes The Summoning and the Divine One by Lynn Ewing. Nightshade by Andrea Kramer. Gotta find the next couple series. And Incarceron by Catherine Fisher. Richie Tank Kersley Cusick's Spirit Walk, which includes Walk of the Spirits and Shadow Mirror. Ripple by Mandy Hubbard. First Life by Jenna Showalter. And we have Generation Dead by Danielle Waters. And City of Bones, City of Ashes, my mistake, both by Cassandra Clare. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. And Gone by Michael Grant. Now, ooh, whoa, that's not good. Now we're, I'm safe. Now we're gonna walk over here, and this is my little tiny shelf. I'm not gonna show you the house shelf because that's a mess. So yeah, here's the first shelf. First book I have here is Frozen Charlotte. Oh, Frozen Charlotte, a Ghost Story, and it's by Alex Bell. Good book. Confessions of a Hater by Caprice Crane. Anti-Goddess by Kendare Blake. Altered by Jennifer Rush. And a book that I had to read for my AP class, well, not for my AP class when I started it, is Julius Caesar, and it's by William Shakespeare. It's the No Fear Shakespeare kind, and as you can see, I highlighted a whole bunch of famous quotes in there. Possession by Gretchen McNeil. Spooky book, too. A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. The Lost Hero, Son of Neptune, The Mark of Athena, The House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. And by the way, let me just fix this really quick. Just gotta fix that, because some books decide to fall, and I don't like that. Alright, now back to what I was doing. I have Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. The Lux by Anna Goberson. Vampire Crush by A.M. Robinson. The Lost Code, which is the first book in the Atlantean series, and that is by Kevin Emerson. Plagueland by Alex Scaro, and Unspoken and Untold by Sarah Rees Brennan. Graceling by Kristen Cashore. Rotten Ruin and Dust and Decay by Jonathan Mabberry. The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, which is the first book in the Remnant Chronicles. The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. My mistake, E. Smith. Finally, on this shelf, I have Fang Girl by Helen Keeble. Down here is the other shelf, and I have a few here. So we have Bloodlines and The Golden Lily by Rochelle Mead. Evernight by Claudia Gray. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Saw the second book at a store, so I don't know what. Okay, so we got Catching Fire and the Hunger Games books 1 and, well, the Hunger Games and Catching Fire, which is books 1 and 2 of the Hunger Games trilogy. Death Cloud, Rebel Fire, and Black Ice by Andrew Lane. Struggles of putting it back. Oh my gosh. Over here we have The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. Chicken Soup for the Soul, thanks to my mom. 101 Stories of Gratitude, Love, and Lessons by Amy Newmick and Joe D. Messina. Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson the Battle Labyrinth, and Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, all by Rick Riordan. Oy, oy, oy. That was hard to put in. So that's book 1, book 4, and book 3. Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon. Ever the Hunted by Aaron Somerville. Terminal and Trace Evidence by Kathy Riches and Brendan Reichs. Kathy Reichs and Brendan Reichs, my mistake. The Awakening, book 2 of the Summoning trilogy. I kind of messed up. I grabbed the wrong one. Then I have Reboot by Amy Tintera. And the next 2 books here I have Evermore and Blue Moon from, it's the first and second book in the Immortals series, and it's by Alison Noel. Now over here, marked, Betrayed, Chosen, and Untamed by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Last 2 books in this one shelf. I have The 13th Sign by Kristen O'Donnell Tubb. Great book, even though it's tiny. And Killer Instinct by S.E. Green. Now I gotta bend down over here. Ugh. Ugh. Here's the last shelf that we're going to be doing today, and it's really short. So I have Divergent by Veronica Roth, New Moon, and Eclipse books 2 and 3 of the Twilight Saga series. I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore. Beastly by Alex Flynn. Then we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. Next up, I'm literally straining here. I have The Book Thief by Marcus Suzak, which I am going to be reading soon. That's on one of my TBRs. If I can just get this thing working. Then I have Summer Storm by Catherine Hart. And Savage Ecstasy and Stolen Ecstasy. You can't see that. By Janelle Taylor. These are my grandmother's. And finally, Grendel by John Gardner. I finished it last night, and let's just say I'm still giving it a 5 out of 5 stars since this is my second time reading it. This was my second time reading it, and I still get teary-eyed at the end of the book. Okay. So that is all of my books. This was really a pain in the butt. Seriously, this is a pain in the butt to record. I don't know how long this video is, so I hope it's not so long. Thank you guys for watching it, and I am going to try and find some more books for like my February TBR, what I'm planning on reading the rest of the time. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Peace.